So you can't really look at a person doing an exercise and for sure be like, that's bad technique, because it could be good for them. It could be good for the context. But there are a couple of generalities that apply to almost everyone, to almost all exercises, that you can sort of check boxes saying, if you have these things, probably your technique is pretty good. If you don't have them, as a scientifically minded person, or at least one attempting to be scientifically minded, at the very least, if you're doing a technique that doesn't check the following boxes I'm about to talk about, I at least want to talk to you and get some reasoning out of you. Because you could have good reasoning. Be like, yeah, man, my shoulder's fucking injured. I can't do any more range of motion. Okay, no big deal. But a lot of times you don't get any reasoning out of people. They're just like, that's fucking what works, brother. And you're like, my man, buck thinking. It sucks. It's painful. It's annoying. Why do it? So one is a good technique should be focused on targeting a specific muscle or muscles. And by sheer biomechanics, if you're doing this motion, it's not your biceps. So sometimes people will be like, I'm training delts, and they'll do like alternating like lifts like this with their fist pointed up. And that hits the front delts, but it can't really possibly hit the side delts. And so if you're like, hey man, I'm trying to get big side delts, and you do that technique, I'm going to be like, that can't, you can do like a stick and rope model of the body where you're like, that's not the muscle that does that. So that automatically means like, if you want big lats, you're going to do pull-ups or rows, because it's the sheer mechanics. And there are more particularities where if you pull out like this, it's probably not as much lats as it is upper back. If you pull down, it's more lats, just because how the muscle attached. So that's kind of the king variable of good technique. So for example, if you say you're training your quads and you do a squat that's sumo stance, you're sitting back really far, you're getting a very small degree of knee flexion. There are better ways to train the quads. That is not the best technique for the quads almost for anyone, because the better technique would be like, well, we target the quads. That means we expose them. That means we give them a high degree of range of motion, which means like as you squat mostly down, your toes should go over your knees should go over your toes rather, and you should go nice and deep. That really biomechanically has to train your quads. So that's number one.